Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. I wish you to have a nice trading day. And let's start with Bitcoin on the 2 hours chart. What happened yesterday and what we might expect for today. So yesterday we said, okay, this might be our last wave E there, right? For this triangle. And of course, don't forget that triangle are very, very tricky always, and they might always expand. And this is exactly what happened yesterday. The wave E took the low a little bit than the wave C here. And that means, of course, there is a possibility that this triangle is simply expanding in time. And now that you are working or finished even a wave D, and I think it's not finished even yet for the wave D, probably one more high. But yeah, what I'm looking at right now is a potential expanding, like this is simply like this triangle is expanding in time. Okay, so rather than finishing A, B, C, D, E, the wave E took the wave the C here, and of course it has transformed the whole thing here now as a wave C. So currently, you might be looking after a wave D and then wave E, and then of course again moving towards the upside. Now, what it is interesting as well is that on the 15-minute chart, I see something impulsive. Therefore, I'm going to go back to the 2 hours chart. So basically, I would call also a potential W, X, and a Y without taking the low. So we have to be careful of this scenario here, where you might be, of course, in a W, X, and a Y. And you might start, of course, a move towards the upside as a 1-2 here. As you can see, we're going to put this in the yellow. Yep. And of course, this is a possibility where we might have a 1-2 and then 3-4-5. Now, what is beautiful in confluence between this scenario as a 1-2 and 3-4-5 is that you anyway want to see a wave E, right? And after the wave E, you want to move towards the upside. So therefore, it is, of course, right now much more evident for us in case, of course, we are bullish or in case we are in a final corrective wave E, of course, for this triangle, we might simply start to move towards the upside. Now, in confluence, of course, with dominance here that we mentioned yesterday, we're still looking, of course, for one more low. We didn't, I don't know why, we didn't took this low yet, which is, of course, to finalize a wave 5 where we see 1, 2, 3. I don't see yet a wave 4 replying exactly at this wave 2 in time and so on. So I would like to see something like that. To see, of course, a finished wave 3 here. And then moving towards, of course, this wave 4 towards the upside. Which it can be, of course, yeah, I would say it can be, of course, beneficial for Bitcoin. That it might be, of course, this move toward the upside here after a wave 2, wave 3, potentially 4, 5. Yeah, so we need, of course, a little bit strength for the dominance in order, of course, to move a little bit higher here for Bitcoin, right? So we cannot really simply just move for higher and the dominance is simply bleeding massively, right? So this is what I'm looking for right now. Of course, Bitcoin is still looking for higher. Of course, this is still corrective. Of course, we're moving in time, meaning there is low possibility that we move to this level anymore, because we're still moving in time. We're paying in time rather in lower prices. And this is simply, of course, a correction exhaustion. Of course, as we always mention, inside this move towards the upside, guys, we saw a lot of exhaustion, a lot of triangles. I'm gonna just hide everything to see it clearly. So as you can see, in every single move, we move sideways in a triangle. And obviously that Bitcoin is very, very exhausted, guys. This is a signal. This is a clear signal from the chart that it is giving to us to of course, bring us an alert here. And of course, I mean, you all what you need to do is to read it, right? Is to read it, of course, and to adapt to it correctly, of course, and to be, of course, yeah, aware of something that it might move toward the downside from there, right? So we have to be careful, of course, of this signal, and it looks already like, of course, 3 wave corrective, whatever you're gonna get after it, unless, of course, we get another sideways and another up here. I would say, okay, this is a bull run finished, but very exhausted, and of course, it's time to move towards the downside as well. This is your wave 5 here. This is your wave B, and this is the difference. Yeah, but that is a big difference, of course, for the bear market, because if we are in an A and then we are in a wave B here, and we are looking for a wave C only to finish this bear market. But if you finish a big wave 1 here with your wave 5, therefore we have to start a very fresh new bear market, a big ABC toward the downside. And this is a huge difference, of course, for us. One leg here and one correction and one leg towards the upside might change a whole thing, of course, for the future. Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin for the daily today. Let's watch what's gonna happen. So basically, I'm looking for, of course, this triangle to be done, or at least this WXNY, and to move towards the upside. As a reminder, also for the channeling here, for the channels, look where are we? We broke the channels again towards the upside, and we're still ranging, of course, above this base channel, which is very interesting, of course, that the price is still holding there, and it might be moving towards the upside very soon. That was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.